Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
The Panthers at 9-5 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
66, throw it high.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And some room to run now. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 16-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the NFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown!
Khalif Raymond
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the...
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw here. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ready, ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Come on, set. Squeeze, squeeze hard. Ready.
They'll try it now with Swift.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
It's a run with Mostert.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs. And that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Running is Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go play action with Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball, and I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Wilson.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Bravo!
Play action. Now Wilson.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
That's good for a Carolina Panthers. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. safe to say we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Wilson going to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Lions, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head home